Many people say the following excuses: markets are expensive, Nifty will crash 20 to 30%, big fall is coming. While all this could be true, as investment advisors with SEBI license, we prefer not to argue with opinions. But data is where pattern lies. Let's look at numbers, shall we?
Most investors mix up two different things. Intra-year decline. How much did Nifty fall during the year from January open to that year's lowest point? Calendar year return. Where did Nifty finally close in December? This is exactly why many people panic at the bottom, because they only see the fall, not the full year outcome. Now, look at the chart from 2012 to 2025. Let me highlight a few key years. 2012. Intra-year fall 0%, year-end return plus 25%. No real volatility, strong return. 2013. Intra-year dip minus 14%, but year-end return plus 2%. Many people panicked mid-year, but the year still ended positive. 2014. Intra-year dip minus 6%, year-end return plus 31%. Small dip, massive year-end reward. 2015. Intra-year dip minus 9%, year-end return minus 4%. Yes, 1 year was negative, but notice it wasn't a minus 50% kind of fall. 2016. Intra-year dip minus 14%, year-end return plus 3%. The year looked scary midway, but it still closed slightly positive. 2017. Intra-year dip minus 1%, year-end return plus 28%. Hardly any fall, strong year-end gain. 2018. Intra-year dip minus 5%, year-end return plus 4%. 2019. Intra-year dip minus 3%, year-end return plus 12%. And then came the big one. 2020, COVID. Intra-year crash minus 38%, but year-end return plus 15%. The biggest panic. And still the year ended in green. 2021. Intra-year dip minus 3%, year-end return plus 24%. 2022. Intra-year dip around minus 13%, but year-end return around plus 4%. Now here's the key line. Across 2012 to 2022, Nifty never fell 50% intra-year, and even the biggest fall 38% happened only during a once-in-a-generation shock like COVID.
In 2022, Nifty opened around 17,387. During the year, because of inflation, rate hikes, and global uncertainty, Nifty fell to an intra-year low of 15,183. That looks scary, right? But the actual damage was as follows. Intra-year drawdown minus 12.67%, year-end close 18,105 annual return plus 4.13%. So despite all the panic, the market still ended positive. People who exited near the lows locked in losses. People who stayed invested ended the year in profit. Now look at 2023. January open 18,131.70. Intra-year low 16,828.35 drawdown, only minus 7.19%. And where did it close? December close 21,731.40. Annual return plus 19.85%. This is classic Nifty behavior. Small corrections during the year, strong recovery by year end. Those waiting for a big crash were left watching. 2024, extremely stable year. Now comes 2024, one of the most stable years in recent history. January open 21,727.75 intra-year low, 21,281.45 max drawdown, only minus 2.05%. Think about that. People kept saying market will fall, valuations are stretched, but the data says December close 23,600 till 44.80 annual return plus 8.82%. No drama, no deep fall.
Now, look at 2025. January open 23,637.65 intra-year low, 21,743.65. Drawdown minus 8.01%. Headlines started again. This is the top. A big correction is coming. But year end tells the truth. December close 26,129.60 annual return plus 10.54%. Once again, mid-year fear, year-end gains. Same movie, different year. From 2022 to 2025, no year saw a 20 to 30% crash. Every year closed positive intra-year drawdowns stayed between minus 2% and minus 13%. The long-term trend stayed clearly upward. So when people fear a 30 to 40% crash, remember, such events are rare, not routine. They usually come only during extreme once in a generation shocks like COVID. 2026, do you see a fall beyond 10% in Nifty? Comment and tell me where will Nifty close by December 31st of this year 2026.